Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're too.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Pushes past him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in. For the stop. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And now running right through him. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's in for 2. The fake works, and they take the lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Prosise on the carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle there by Antoine Woods. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
That's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Elliott. Nice move at the 40. Power running by Zeke. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Cowboys 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now third and
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
the score, Cowboys 18, Seahawks 14.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Will Dissly. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Austin. Oh, nice move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He spins free, shifts by him. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. There goes a deep. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 37 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from the 20, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. There's a nice move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And here a juke, and he's loose again. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games and a lot of different. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be fielded at the 8. Uses the stiff arm. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson, forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. A second down carry for Procise. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Prescott on first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for
touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To throw is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Jason Myers.
So we've reached halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the second half.
That's the end of the first half with the score.
Forecast calling. For more of the same, the rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. We were just saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
Look, I know that all eyes and all credit should be on the guys that brought the ball back a long way, but I'm just wondering about the guys covering and their special teams coach. They've got to be looking at each other and saying, at what point are we going to find a way to stop these guys?
Number 21.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Third down.
Prescott from the gun.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end. And
at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
in our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got out.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He won't go down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Oh, it's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. McDougal.
He was brought down by Bradley McDougal.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Quentin Jefferson. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And let's not forget down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Pass interference, defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson, he'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Room here to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Prosise, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did. The rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Stiff-armed him. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now running right through him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Draw play, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
That makes the score Cowboys.
I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about it.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to Jason Witten. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds. Well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now Wilson. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They run it with Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
The previous play
Probably
is
going to
under
rely on the
review.
onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not.
David Moore. Touchdown Seahawks.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake it. Extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Prescott with the give to Ezekiel Elliott.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the...
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 30. Six. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys